Till I made a nigga dance like Billie Jean. Anticipation in the air started killing me. So we made it up the stairs in a minute. See, it's funny how this conversation escalated to the bedroom. We started going, then I said I'm coming, I'll be there soon. I threw my legs up in the air to give him plenty headroom. Then I told him slow it down, baby.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel, y'all. You and you all, y'all. It is Tamil, and today I am not going to take up too much of your time. I just want to talk a little bit about some of the things that I explored in this book that I'm reading called Mind Training. It's an English translation of a Buddhist text. It's an English translation of a Buddhist text. I don't have the text on me right now, so I am just going to share with you some of the things that I learned from the book as soon as I can find them. I have, again, my handy-dandy notebook. You remember how to do this. So, what are we talking about, channel? Okay, run it back for the people. Today, we are gonna go through some basic little, I want to call them ways to align your soul and yourself to really achieve that level of higher self. And why am I even trying to think about things like this? Y'all, people talk about trying to become their better self, their greatest self, their best self. People explore these things, talk about these things, write books about these things, songs about these things, poems about these things, everything. Like, people are trying to achieve this greater self. And to me, what this means is I'm just trying to manifest myself to be the best person that I can be on this planet in relation to everybody around me, including you and every living thing around me, including these beautiful plants I have in my window and this beautiful animal I have next to me. I'm just really trying to become this all-loving, all-accepting being that I know I can be, this God that I know I can be. So these are some things that I really feel like connected me to that inner God inside of me, and that inner God inside of you might feel connected to these things. So I'm just going to jump right in and not talk too much more. Now, they come in packs of 23, but they're like small little bullet points. I don't know if you can see what's going on here. It's a lot of writing, but you see number 5. And that's number 5, so that looks long. But they're not long, I promise. And let's see. I'm going to read them, run through them one more time, and I'm going to give y'all the ones that I feel like are most bountiful and full of it. Even though they're all most bountiful and full of it, I'm going to run you a little preview. So let's do this. Number 1. Discard all doubts and strive for dedication in your practice. So to me, y'all, now, I wish y'all could see this, but y'all can't. And I put a little box around doubts, and I wrote it in caps. And I do this for anything that I really want to embed into my head. And doubts is something that I really have been, like, self-doubt is something I've really been trying to work myself out of. Why? Because I want to believe in myself. I don't want to work against myself and not manifest the things that I want in my life. So stop the doubting. Like, alleviating that self-doubt in yourself immediately makes you the winner of your fate and your destiny. And that's what I'm trying to obtain in this life. So yeah, I'm discarding all doubts against myself, against anything that I want to do, against anything that I want to be, against anything that I want. I am manifesting. I am believing all that can become. Number 2, with mindfulness, vigilance, and conscientiousness, constantly guard the gateway of your senses. Examine your thoughts daily. Now, this one, I have a lot of annotations around this. Guard the gateway of your senses. I'm guessing this, for me, stands to mean my mind, the gateway of my senses. The gateway of my senses is my mind. My senses, bring me here through this reality, through my mind, through my perception. So I'm understanding, to me, with mindfulness, vigilance, and conscientiousness, constantly guard the gateway of your senses. Examine your thoughts daily. So, you know, you don't want to poison your mind and your manifesting capabilities with thoughts of what, you know, other people can't do, of what you can't do, of what other people have and you don't have, and what you hate about what other people have and you don't have. Like, you have to be positive and pure and just genuine in your actions and your thoughts. Like, you can't be working against people. You gotta be working for people, with people. Like, not for people as in, you know, laboring for them, but you gotta be working for them as in, you know, I'm praying for you. I am working in favor of you getting and obtaining everything that you want in life. So to me, that's what I took away from that. I'm going to read it for you again. I'm going to write it here on the screen. Number 2, with mindfulness, vigilance, and conscientiousness, constantly guard the gateway of your senses. Examine your thoughts daily. Box over that word too. Number 3, reveal your own shortcomings, but do not seek others' errors. Conceal your own good qualities, but proclaim those of others. So to me, this is point blank period. Don't be arrogant. Don't be prideful. Don't walk into, you know, anybody's life talking about what they need to fix, acting like you got it all figured out. We, you know, none of us have it all figured out. And never give unwarranted advice. Like, it's not fair to anybody else for, you know, all of us to be walking around just handing out notes and letters on what we each need to fix. Like, let somebody figure that out for themselves. And, you know, if they choose to seek guidance from you and how to fix these things, then big ups to you. But if no one's doing that, you shouldn't be out here just trying to dictate to people how they should live their life and, you know, what they need to fix in their life. In addition to that, conceal your own good qualities, but proclaim those of others. You know, conceal, and not even conceal in a way where you let nobody dim your light, but don't try to dim nobody else's light. Like, I don't walk, like, for example, I'm not gonna go to a writer's conference and talk about how I'm the best writer in the room, I get A's on all my papers, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm going to sit and listen to the experiences of others, and I'm going to listen to the ways that they've grown to achieve the things that they've achieved, and the ways that I can grow from the things that they've done and the experiences that they've had. So I feel like when you leave yourself that space to appreciate, you know, all that someone else is, you can learn about all that you can be. And none of us is good at everything. So how you, like, you can't hate on what somebody else is good at if you're not also good at that. Like, leave room for you to learn. Leave room for you to grow. Don't spend so much time focusing on what cannot be. Again, manifest what you want in life. So that's number 3. Number 4, at all times relinquish gain and fame, have modest desires, be easily satisfied, and reciprocate kindness. And this is where this is the last one I'm going to end it on, number 4. And why am I going to end it on this? Because this is something that I also want to discuss with y'all today. You know, reciprocating that kindness, giving that kindness, initiating that kindness, even if you have to be the first. At all times, relinquishing that gain and that fame, you know, relinquishing that need to be on top, or that need to be better than everybody. Humble yourself. Find some humility, you know, like, have modest desires. Be easily satisfied. Like, don't be greedy. Be easily satisfied in everything that you do and everything that you desire. And finally, you know, reciprocate kindness. And I really appreciate this one, because that reciprocating kindness, like, there are so many times when I smile at people and they don't smile back, and I immediately want to take the smile back, and I ask myself why. I ask myself, why do you want to take back something that you gave with intention to give them good? You know, that can still give them good later in the day. So even if you could, you know, really take it back, why take back the intention that you gave that smile to give them a good day? Give them that intention to have, so that it can continue to maybe give them a better day at another point, you know, another day. They can look back and think about that smile you gave them, and that intention is still there to give it the effect that you initially wanted to give it. You know, that reciprocating kindness for me, I'm sorry, I just went off, but You know, it means holding that intention and being genuine in your kindness, not doing things because someone did it for you, but doing it because you also want to in turn give that same feeling of joy and happiness and satisfaction to someone else. Like when we feel that, it feels good, but to, you know, want to give that to someone else, that's powerful. That's love. Those are the 4. I'm gonna read through them again, starting from the top. Number 1, discard all doubts and strive for dedication in your practice. Relinquish mental dullness and laziness. Always strive for joyful perseverance. Number 2, with mindfulness, vigilance, and conscientiousness, constantly guard the gateway of your senses. Examine your thoughts daily. Number 3, reveal your own shortcomings, but do not seek others' errors. Conceal your own good qualities, but proclaim those of others. Number 4, at all times, relinquish gain and fame. Have modest desires. Be easily satisfied and reciprocate kindness. Number 4, at all times, relinquish gain and fame. Have modest desires. Be easily satisfied and reciprocate kindness. These are the 4 laws of, not only 4, just 4 out of the 23 of the Bodhisattva. I'm gonna try to pronounce it. This is 4 out of the 23 laws of the Bodhisattva's jewel Garland, the English translation. What I wanted y'all to kind of get out of this is just a little bit of an idea of, you know, just even a peek into what this channel name kind of communicates. I am all that you are. When you think about that, when you talk about that, when you seek that, when you meditate on a concept like that, it's seeking this idea of, you know, us being one, us, you know, me being all that you are. So I am a mirror of you. I am everything that you are, your lessons, your blessings, you know, your struggles. I am all of that. So this is kind of a glimpse into that, because if you don't doubt yourself, you can't doubt others. You know, if you examine, you know, and not examine in a bad way, but examine in a way of, okay, why am I thinking about, you know, why her shoes dirty? I don't care about that. I shouldn't care about that. I don't need to judge what her shoes look like. Shit, my shoes dirty, you know? So, like, just examining these small little things that get in the way of you really progressing towards your greater self. And number 3, you know, not calling out other people's shortcomings, you know, focusing more on what you could be better at, what you could grow at, and seeking people that could help you grow in that, and not seeking people that you can be on top of and be like, yeah, I'm better than you, blah, 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 blah. Like, come on, you gotta uplift to uplift. And number 4, like, reciprocation is key, y'all. You gotta reciprocate. Whatever you give is what you get, period, point blank. Whatever you give is what you get. How you treat people is how you're gonna be treated. So if you give love, happiness, joy, unconditional support, that's what you're gonna get in return. You know, if you give anger, deceit, dishonesty, disloyalty, that's what you're gonna get in return. These laws kind of just put you in a place to think about the way that you treat other people and the way that you treat yourself. And it encourages you to examine, how do I want to be treated? Do I want someone to be disloyal to me, or do I want people to be by my side when I really want, you know, need that support, when I need that unconditional love? Like, is that what I want to be there? Can I give that? Can I provide that for other people? How can I show up for other people in those ways? I had to share that with y'all. And, you know, if y'all have any questions, feel free to hit me up if you just want to discuss them. If you want a copy of, you know, what I wrote down, I'm going to put the exact title of the book and the author of the book, of course, in the description box, in the video inserted. I'm going to insert all those things for your resource. And if you want to discuss these things for your resource, again, feel free to hit me up. I love y'all, and thank you for tuning in. I will see y'all in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.